Tube, Stephanie here, Miss Oh So Crafty. How is everyone doing? Today is Friday, September 30th, and I am here to show you my lineup for the Year of Whips Challenge. This is not my regular Floss Tube update. If you're looking for that, I will be back to do that in a week or maybe 2 weeks. But today it's going to be basically a whip parade. So this challenge is hosted by Melanie Watkins of the Soulful Stitchers group on Facebook. And the idea is to identify some of your whips which you would like to finish by the end of 2017. And the challenge starts tomorrow, October 1st, 2016. So following the lead of my lovely partner Louise, I have chosen 17 projects, of which there are 3 new starts. So I'm going to show them to you. Well, I guess they're somewhat organized, but let's just get to it. So I have some data about them, which I will try to share as I go along. So the first one is The 12 Days of Christmas by Joan Elliott, which you've seen so many times, but you know, can't hurt to show it again. So here it is. This one, I'm going to borrow the parlance of Jessie Marie. If Jessie Marie Does Stuff, I'm going to say it's a guaranteed finish. Because there's really not that much left to do, so I'll be working on. So what I have left to do is I need to backstitch black for the maid and the lady, and then I need to do all 3 colors, so black, red, and green for the Lord a Leaping, the Piper Piping, and the Drummer Drumming. And I have to do all the text in there as well. And then I have to do the green backstitch for the vines and the border on the bottom part there. And then I have to go back and do a lot of French knots. So like all the eyes for the various characters and the animals and everything, all those are French knots. I've only done a few. I've done a few for the turtle doves and the French hens, but I haven't done any of the other ones. And also in the border, there's like a gazillion French knots. There's like little like holly berry type clusters of 3, I think, like every inch or so. So that's going to be fun. And then after that, there are some gold beads. Oh yes, and I also forgot, there needs to be more gold metallic stitches in here, the border lines. So you can see the gold metallic. Sparkle, sparkle. It's really pretty in real life. Well, I have to do the same in all these lines. So on both sides of the red. A couple thousand stitches easy there. That'll be fun. But I do intend to finish this by the end of December. Alright, now we have another guaranteed finish. This is Love with a capital L by Papillon Creations, and I have added some personalization section to the bottom. So this one I intend to finish by my anniversary, which is coming up in November 19th, and that'll be nice. So the 12 Days of Christmas I started in January of this year. This one, same deal. Started this in January as well, during Crazy January. So it'll be nice to knock that one out. And here we have Joan Elliott's Earth Goddess. Now I have done a bit on this since my last update, so you get a little preview here. What I've done is, sorry for the mess, I have done some backstitching in the lower half. So see how all the mushrooms are outlined and the folds in her dress, and I did some of this, well actually this business over here, the vines on the circle, and there's also some vines down here which are just about impossible to see on camera, but they're done in green Kreinik. So it was like 3 colors of Kreinik, and then the DMC 938 for the dark brown, and the gold on this part of her skirt. It's hard to see, but it's like a little leaf pattern. That was hard. Almost did me in. And then over here on her skirt, there's the zodiac symbols of the earth symbols, but I'll get into that more when I do my update. But once I finished, all this backstitching took a few days, and then I got so excited when I saw it. I love the way it's looking, and when I get back to it, obviously I have to do like her, oh yeah, here's the pattern. So I need to do her arms and her head, basically. I think what I'm going to do is I'll do like one length of DMC over here and then do one length of Kreinek. I did a little math and determined it's probably going to take me another 8 hours of backstitching to work my way around this circle. So, yeah. But I do intend to finish this project by the end of December. It would be pretty surprising if I don't. I mean, I am pretty committed to that plan, and I do want to start another Joan Elliott in January, so more incentive to get this done. And this was started in, let's see, I have a note here. Earth Goddess, July 19th of this year. Okay, and then this one is certainly a guaranteed finish. This is Donner by Nora Corbett. Here's the pattern. So you can see that there's not like too much left. I have to do the reindeer's head and the border and everything and all the beading and everything, but these stitch up fast. I'm thinking like a week will be enough to finish this guy or less. So definitely by Christmas. And now we'll move into some of my, well, I'll show you, this is new as well. So this is Gigi by Nora Corbett. I started this on September 27th, and I stitched the bottom left quadrant. So the middle of the pattern is right about there. And I just did everything, you know, down to the corner and so forth. So there's like, I don't know, 5 colors or something in there. It was fun. A lot of black. And this took like 3 days. So I may work on it a bit more tonight. And this is a guaranteed finish as well. It's not a huge pattern. It's like, well, here it is. So this is like her bustle kind of and her broomstick coming up there. And this one, I don't know when I'll finish it, but I might finish it this year or certainly by Halloween next year. And then here is Celtic Autumn, the color conversion. I'll have to insert a pic of what it's supposed to look like. I don't have that handy. So, Park Threads, there we go. So this one, I do intend to finish it next year, hopefully in the first half of the year. And, you know, it's coming along. It's probably about 40% done right now. So I do want to finish the bottom half this year, and I will work on it, I think, in October, maybe November too. It's a nice fall color, so it's fun to work on this time of year. And then I have The Spirit of Christmas by Lavender and Lace. Sorry, again, I'll have to insert the finished picture. Oops. Here we go. So this one, as you can see, it's pretty far along. Have to do Santa's head and finish the wreath and do the gold star. I'm not sure about I think the backstitching on this is minimal. Most Lavender Lace patterns, at least that I've done, do not have a lot of backstitching. So this one, I don't know if I'll work on it more this year, but I'll certainly try to finish it probably in the first half of next year. It shouldn't take too long to finish it, maybe like a week. And here is The Castle by Teresa Wenzler. Oh yeah, so Celtic Autumn I started in May of this year during Stitch Mania, and ditto for the Santa as well. So here is the Castle by Teresa Wensler. This was started, let's see, come on phone, wake up. The Castle, April 6, 2015. So it is my goal for this one to finish it next year, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's a guaranteed finish because I really want to finish it next year. It's been in the whip pile long enough. I don't have that much left to do. I need to basically do the upper part of the dragon up here and some more back stitching. But I got a good start on the back stitching on the bottom half, as you can see. So it'll be wonderful to finish this. Can't wait. Have a Teresa Wensler under my belt. Here is Aphrodite by Mirabilia. Threads. Sorry. There we go. So this one I started in September 18th of this year, and here's what the pattern is supposed to look like. So as you can see, I got a good start on it. I have to do the shell under her and of course her upper body and her hair. So I'm going to work on this probably more this year, like in November, and hopefully I will finish her in the first half of next year, like before by the time springtime rolls around. The mermaids don't really take that long to stitch. So that was it for Aphrodite, and then here is my Summer Belleful. This is a pattern by Stony Creek Magazine. And this one is, I want to say it's a guaranteed finish because there's not much left to do. Less than a week's work probably. So S-U-M-M-E, and then the R block remains to be done. And then there's some back stitching to do throughout, but it's not too bad. And there's a button pack, but I think I'm going to skip the button pack because the buttons, some of them cover the stitching, and what's the point of that, you know? So I think it looks great without the buttons. So I'm going to make my goal to finish this by before summertime of next year, definitely, so I can get it up on the wall by May. We'll stretch summer a little bit, so that's that. That was started during Mania. And then this year, of course. This one is actually my oldest whip, Maiden in Unicorn by Vermilion. This was started in 2007. Imagine that. But I only really picked it up again this year. I had done a little bit back then, and then I got discouraged by the fabric. It's on 36 count. There's a lot of fractionals in here. When I started this, I was pretty new at the whole even weave thing. I was used to stitching on 18 count Aida, so I was like, okay, well, let's do 36, so that I want that, small 18 count or whatever. I just didn't understand about fractionals, and I certainly didn't realize how many fractionals were in this pattern, but I am making it work. So I will work on it more this year, finish up this bottom half of the pattern, which is there, straight across the bottom half. So, and then next year, I'm going to say it's a guaranteed finish next year. Oh man, there is so much back stitching, so it may not be until December 31st, but I will finish it next year. This has been in the whip pile long enough. And now for my two of my UFOs, which I am making in active whips again. So this is my son's Christmas stocking. I'll have to insert a picture. Don't have it handy, sorry. So there's a good bit of this done, as you can see. I'll make it my goal to finish it by next year. I'm not going to fully finish it though, because I have another stocking I made for him, a felt applique, and this one, it'll be nice to have the stitching done. As for sewing it up into the actual stocking, that can wait another year or whatever. So it'll be nice to have that done. Here's another UFO. This is the, sorry, Small Fairy by Dimensions Gold. And I have made a small start on this. So this one, I mean, it's my goal to finish it. It's my goal to finish all my projects, of course, but this one has a long way to go, and I really don't like stitching on this fabric, so I'm going to try to like wash it or something, try to soften it up a little bit. I mean, the Aida is so stiff, it actually makes my wrist hurt a little bit as I'm stitching it, because you have to really punch the needle through, so not enjoying that too much, although it's a beautiful pattern. So I will see what I can do about the fabric and hopefully make some good progress on this next year. If I don't finish it, at least get like, you know, significant progress on it, like half or 3/4 of the way done. This one I plan to bring back into my active whip rotation after I finish Celtic Autumn. There's only so many like Celtic ladies I can, or autumn ladies or whatever, I can work on at one time. So that was 13, right? And then, excuse me. So I'm adding in some new starts. My reason for that is, I mean, you can see a lot of my whips are pretty close to finish, and I just felt like it'd be more fair if I'm starting from zero with a few things. So this one I plan to do is a January start, Joan Elliott's Fire Goddess, and I will use this fabric here, which is French Vanilla Swirl 32 count Belfast, I think, from, sorry, looking for the bag. Oh, whatever, it is not important. So it's from Silk Weaver Old. It's pretty like mottled fabric, browns and whites. I have done a floss toss on this, so I think she'll look nice on there. So that will be a January start, and page 40, King Arthur's Court. There we are. So this will be a January start as well. I have this 32 count antique white Belfast to work it on. Nothing fancy for this because you can see it's almost like a wallpaper on there. There's no point in using anything fancy for this. There's just so much going on, and you don't really see that much of the fabric anyway, so antique white it is. Really looking forward to starting this one. This has been on my wish list, for a while. And then finally, the Stargazer by Mirabilia. I don't have fabric for this yet. I have ordered something for it from Picture This Plus. Not here yet. It's Haunted Belfast, which is like gray with some purple or blue or something, I think. So we'll see what it looks like when it gets here, but I hope it will be good for this pattern so I can start this in January. Depending if the fabric does not look like what I'm expecting. There are other Mirabilias that I have ready to go with fabric and everything, so we'll see. But I do really want to stitch this one. If I don't start it in January, I probably will start it at some point next year. So that's it. That's my 17. And as for the Fire Goddess, I do intend to finish her next year, probably in the first half of the year, and then I'll work on the last of the Elemental Goddesses of Water. As for King Arthur's Court, I don't really know. I'm not really sure how long it'll take to stitch that. I'll have to get into the pattern and see, but I will probably try to finish it by the end of next year. And ditto for Stargazer. I'll try to finish her by the end of next year too. So that's my lineup, and I'm really looking forward to working on it. My plan is to do like 2 weeks every month on my goal pieces, at least, until such time that 9 are finished. So that's not really as daunting as it sounds because, sorry, floss too itchy nose. I have like 4 or 5. Oh, I forgot to show you Angelina. Sorry. So that one, I'll have to insert a picture. I don't have it handy. That one I started during Mania, and all it needs is beading. So that's not a big deal. I do intend to finish it this year. I'll actually work on it in October, hopefully knock it out then. So there are like 4 or 5 projects that I do think I can finish this year, and then next year I only have to finish 4 more to get to my 9 goal. But it is my goal to finish all of them. So I may can keep up the 2 weeks a month, just depending. We'll see how I feel about it. But there will be lots of stitching, and I'm really excited about this challenge. So I will do an update on it in January. We'll see how far I've gotten on my various pieces. Ta-da!